This video is brought to you by Lightspeed Zulu, simply the quietest, most comfortable headset in the world, and by Phillips 66 Aviation, the most trusted wings in aviation. Hello everyone, this is Paul Bertorelli reporting from a not quite normal EAA AirVenture 2010. I'm here in the North 40 where on a Sunday afternoon it would normally be mostly full of airplanes, but as we've reported, the conditions here are too wet to accept arrivals. EAA is expecting normal operations tomorrow, and here's Dick Knapinksi to tell us a little bit more about that.
It is something that we haven't dealt with before at Oshkosh. To have that much rain, that many times in separate storms prior to the event really added a new challenge this year. Matter of fact, middle of last week we were still okay. But then we had about 3 inches come through on Thursday and Friday and really softened the ground once again and made it unsuitable for a lot of aircraft parking. So then you have to go to plan B, make some adjustments. The pilots have been very understanding for the most part. They know they don't want to park their airplanes someplace where there might be a hazard to them. So we've been working on that. And slowly, as the sun has come out, some areas have dried and we've been able to start parking some airplanes in the show plane areas, in home built, in vintage. And then we can, as those move off the taxiways we've been using as temporary parking, we can bring more aircraft in and start finding more dry spots and just getting the process rolling. We continue to dry the airport. The sun and a little bit of a light breeze has helped quite a bit, so that's a great thing. The problem is we've had a lot of arrivals, and so they're kind of stacking up. You're trying to adapt to that as quickly as possible. We're urging people who might have been in the North 40 ordinarily to go to Appleton or Fond du Lac for a day or two, just because they have camping down in Fond du Lac. They could set up there. They actually closed runway 927 down there to accommodate aircraft. And then we can bring them up into dry areas here. And there is an order to bring those airplanes up as we go along to make sure it's an orderly arrival instead of everybody coming in at the same time. So the goal is to have North 40 start opening in some manner on Monday morning, sometime during the morning, and then bring airplanes in and allow them to camp as we find dry spots and the grounds continue to dry.
Now we've walked the North 40 and it's more dry than wet, and we talked to a few of the campers here.
Bonanzas to Oshkosh. We come up here every year as a group of 100 to 130 airplanes, and the EAA said they just didn't want to try to handle that bigger group. So at first we were going to delay till today. Then yesterday about 3 o'clock in the afternoon they said, no, it's not going to be good enough tomorrow. Why don't we cancel the full fly-in? And they said, hey, we got a spot of high ground, you can put tents. No airplanes, just tents. We said, we'll take it. And so we went ahead and pitched our headquarters tent here, and a bunch of the guys flew up. I think about 50 airplanes actually flew in yesterday and are now parked up on the Orion and the Bachelor ramps. And we who lived close by took our airplanes home, put them safely in the hangars, and drove up. Field conditions here are beautiful. It's easy to put the tent stakes in. It's relatively dry. This could not be a better spot. I think EAA just did us up proud on this one. I'm very, very happy.
Conditions are drying up rapidly out here, so by Monday I expect this area behind me is going to be full of tents and airplanes. If you're flying in any time this week, just check on the AirVenture site, and here's the URL here, and you can find out up-to-the-minute updates on what field conditions are likely to be. This is Paul Bertorelli reporting for AVweb. See you here at AirVenture.